Hi, I'm Ken / Kendall Coleman of r0ck. That's r0ck spelt with zeros instead of O's. It's a play on the B-52 song. And so these videos, I'm hoping for them to be a regular thing, daily, nightly, more regular than they have been. I'm hoping for this to become a YouTube platform, a YouTube channel that is complementary to my written blog. And so there will be always a link down below in the description. And here I can talk about concerts that I've gone to, concerts that I'm planning on going to, and just things that come up in the writing process. So yesterday I published a new blog post about the Struts in Barnes Courtney, their show at the Boston House of Blues. And it was just incredible seeing them. Particularly the Struts. I was unfamiliar at the time, and it is just like my old art professors would describe this as a happening. You're part of the show, something so intimate. You feel like you're part of this group, you're part of this moment. It's something that I feel sometimes at the arena shows, but it was something else to see it on such a smaller and more intimate form. And I'm just a little regretful that I haven't heard about the Struts beforehand. Their opening act is Barnes Courtney, and I think they've still got a few more shows left on the tour list. And with Barnes, I was critical, but in my opinion, I find that to be a little bit warranted because he is better as a frontman and a lead singer than he is as a solo act. A lot of what he does, a lot of what he performs, what he sings, credit to his writing, the compositions, the musicians who he works with, the collaborators. I feel that they make his music much better. And so with them being under acknowledged in the concert at least, I felt that there is a ceiling where he can go in his career unless he starts becoming more of a band with the musicians that he works with. It's sort of like a Jesse Joe Stark type of thing. When it comes to the music that he releases, more often than not, it is with this one particular collaborator. And I'm blanking on the name right now. I think the last name is Barrel. And he's particularly known for his synthesizer work. So if Barnes Courtney could become more of like a vocalist to work with a DJ, a vocalist to work with synths, like Pet Shop Boys type of stuff. I would love to see that happen. The musicians who perform with Barnes Courtney are also very, very capable and very talented. So I'd like to see something more for them as well. But right now, I feel that it's primarily just benefiting Barnes. So I'm keeping track of the time elapsed. This brings me to my next blog post that I'm writing right now. It is about the Def Leppard Journey show that the two acts, with the addition of Steve Miller, came through Boston, came to Fenway Park on August 3rd. And I'm working my way through all this backlog of shows. And as I'm writing it, I'm going to include the link once it's complete on the next video. So if you look down below and the link to the blog, it will be to the Struts show. So something for you to look forward to next time. But looking at, as I'm writing this blog, I'm looking for my frames of reference. I'm thinking about when I first came across all these. I know that many of the bands started in the 70s and continued on into the 80s. And they're more familiar to the MTV generation, people just a little bit older than me. So, not to sound to be honest, in how I became familiar with a lot of these bands, with Journey, with Def Leppard, I'm being very candid in my blog post, in my writing, about how I came across Journey through Glee, how I learned more about Def Leppard through VH1's Behind the Music, my relationship to cable television, having not grown up with it, and on those rare occasions when I could watch cable TV, how I'd learned about MTV and VH1. And so I'm continuing to work on that blog post. It should be up shortly. And that is something to be seen soon. All right, if you have any comments down below, please leave them. Leave any suggestions. A show coming up that I'm planning to see is St. Vincent at the MGM Fenway Music Hall. And I'm excited to see them, and with different albums, with different songs that I've seen uploaded where St. Vincent is playing, including their time with the Polyphonic Spree. I just love what St. Vincent has done, and I look forward to seeing what St. Vincent does. I have to take a closer look at the latest album to get a better idea of what to expect. But like seeing a magician, I look forward to just being there and seeing what happens. All right, well, have a good night. Bye.